Let us now understand calculation of arithmetic mean in continuous series, which is also a grouped data. Hello everyone, welcome to our EcoStudies channel. I am Poonam Vora, your instructor from Egypt, bringing 28 years of dedicated CBSE teaching experience. We are introducing series for our subjects to give you an insight of our offered courses on our website that will help you prepare for CBSE and CUET examinations. But before we jump into the concepts, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you never miss out on any of my free valuable videos. And if you like the content, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Now let's get started. After having understood estimating arithmetic mean in individual series, in discrete series, now let's move on to the continuous series. In the continuous series, values of the variable are arranged in groups that are not exactly measurable and are continuous. Frequencies correspond to different values of the variables. Let's understand how is it done. Beginning with the direct method of finding arithmetic mean in continuous series, we need to first construct a table with the 4 columns as is shown here. Arrange the data class intervals in the first column, then place the corresponding frequency in the second column and have its summation sigma f. Find midpoint of each class interval. Midpoint can be found by applying this formula of L1 plus L2 by 2, where L1 is the lower limit of the class, L2 is the upper limit of the class. Then multiply midpoint of the class interval with the corresponding frequency to get Fm and sum it up to have summation of frequency and midpoint. Then apply the formula x bar is equal to sigma Fm by sigma F. Let us understand the direct method in continuous series for finding arithmetic mean. The question is about finding the average marks of the students of a class by direct method. The information is about marks given in class intervals and number of students. We need to make a table with 4 columns: marks, number of students, midpoint and Fm. So to find midpoint, it is L1 plus L2 by 2, which is 10 is the L1 lower limit, 20 is the L2 upper limit, 20 plus 10 by 2, which is 30, so midpoint is 15. Similarly, one can find for each class interval, and then one can find the summation of frequency by totaling all the number of students as given, and midpoint multiplied with frequency, that is 15 into 15, 225 and so on, and then have the summation of frequency and midpoint. And finally, one can find arithmetic mean by applying this formula of summation of frequency and arithmetic mean, summation of frequency and midpoint divided by summation of frequencies, which is in this case 1350 by 50, so we get 27. So the interpretation is that average marks obtained by the students are 27. Now let us apply the shortcut method in continuous series to find arithmetic mean using the same numerical example, which is about the marks of the students, and one needs to find average marks obtained by the students by shortcut method. So the information is about the marks in class intervals and number of students as frequency. So likewise we have 5 columns, marks in class intervals, number of students, midpoint, deviations, and deviation multiplied by frequency. To find the midpoint, L1 plus L2 divided by 2 gives us the midpoint, which is in this case 10 plus 20, which is 15. Similarly, one can find for the rest. Assumed mean would be by applying n by 2. N is 4, so it is the second value, which is 25. And then one can find deviations. That is 15 minus 25 minus 10, 25 minus 25, 0, and so on. Then multiply deviations with frequency. Minus 10 into 15 minus 150, 0 into 20 is 0, 10 into 5 is 50, and so on. So one get the summation of deviations with frequency as 100. Then apply the formula A plus sigma ft divided by sigma f. We get 27 as the average marks obtained by the students. Now let's find arithmetic mean in continuous series by step deviation method, and we shall use the same numerical example, which is about finding average marks of the students of a class. So the information is about the marks in class intervals and students as frequencies. We shall have 6 columns. First is marks in class intervals, the number of students as frequencies. Then we need to find midpoint. Midpoint can be found by applying L1 plus L2 by 2, which is 10 plus 20 divided by 2, 30 by 2, which is 15 in the first case, and similarly we can find for the rest. Then we need to find deviations. For deviations we need to assume an assumed mean. Assumed mean would be here 25, that is by applying n by 2. N is 4, so it is the second value. And deviations can be found by 15 minus 25, it is minus 10. 25 minus 25 would be 0. 35 minus 25 is 10, and similarly for the last one. The next step is to find C. C is the common factor. Common factor is 5 in this case, so we shall have deviation dash. That is deviation divided by 5, minus 10 divided by 5, minus 2, 0 divided by 5, 0, 10 divided by 5, 2, and similarly 20 divided by 5 is 4. Then we multiply deviation dash with the frequency. That is 15 multiplied by minus 2. We get minus 30. And similarly we can find for the rest. Then we need to have summation of frequencies and summation of frequencies and deviation dash. And then finally we can apply this formula A plus sigma fd dash divided by sigma f into C. A assumed mean is 25. Sigma fd dash we have found as 20 by sigma f is 50 into common factor is 5. So we get answer as 27, implying average marks obtained by the students are 27. To conclude, as this is the continuous series, the most important aspect is that class intervals are given and one needs to find the midpoint. So in the direct method, we use the same formula as in the case of discrete series, that is sigma fx by sigma f. Shortcut method is summation of frequency and deviations divided by summation of frequencies, where deviation is x minus a, x are the values, a the assumed mean. And in step deviation method, the only additional step is to find common factor, that is a plus sigma ft dash by sigma f into c, where d dash is d by c and d is x minus a X is values, A is assumed mean, and C is the common factor. I hope these methods are clear to you, as they are quite similar whether it is individual series, discrete series, or continuous series with some minor differences. So we come to an end for today's video. Next time we shall discuss finding arithmetic mean in some special cases. Till then, keep practicing. Thank you. To learn more, visit our website and enroll in our courses to master economics and get a higher score in CBSE and CUET examination. With our current introductory offer, you can enroll in each of the courses for just Rs 999. So, seize the opportunity and join before the introductory offer expires. Like, share and subscribe to EcoStudies channel. Also, drop a comment. See you in the next session for another concept. Thank you.